Hey everybody, I'm Aphrodite Rose Starfire, and honestly, I'm a little shook right now. I want to show you how Holy Spirit speaks to me and through some other people, and how it's going to be used against us. I speak with Jeff Snyder2 channel, and we vibe on the resonance of Holy Spirit and investigating the shining. He brought up, I'm just going to show you in chronological order and put in some clues to awaken the things in your mind. But I'll show you his video showing the Coalman 8 and then how I ran into Coalman 8 and tried to notify Jeff about this Coalman 8. And now it is being called the QAnon Killer, with links, personal links to me in Santa Barbara and San Diego, with names and its connection with killing the bipolar twins in the hotel, the Overlook Hotel. Anyways, I'm just going to kind of show you guys the chronological order of things, and you can see how it connects.
Come and play with us. Come and play with us, Daddy. Forever and ever and ever. Tony, I'm scared.
Remember what Mr. Halloran said? It's just like pictures in a book, Candy. It isn't real.
Okay, so here's Jeff Snyder2's video where he brings up the Coalman 8. He has a longer story behind it,
and synchronicities
I'm just cutting
happen
to the
in
part
such a way that after you've been paying attention long enough, you recognize sometimes they coincide with the thought that you're having or the feeling you're having or what you just said. And I started to tune into these and recognize them when I was 19 years old. Maybe 20. Maybe 21 even. It was no later than 21. It was probably when I was 20. And as you start to pay attention to and tune into and be receptive to these synchronicities, you recognize it's not a random coincidence. It is an orchestrated and coordinated coincidence by an intelligence, a force, that which Greg Braden refers to as the spirit, a universal intelligence that pervades all of our world and all of the cosmos, that the ancients called spirit. It is this force that coordinates and orchestrates.
Okay, here you can see me commenting on the Coalman 8 and breaking it down.
Does God have a wife?
8 Coalman, 8 Coalman, 8 Shadow, 8 Santa, 8
What's her
equals
name?
Ouroboros.
We don't get to know because people would take her name in vain the same way they take God's name in vain. But God has a wife? Yeah, God has a wife. I was like 7. It was before 9 years old, because by 9 years old, I moved to California.
Okay, and then I actually find a Coalman 8 manifest to me on YouTube, and I try to notify Jeff of the Coalman 8 I found, but none of my links go through. And I try multiple attempts to communicate to him the Coalman 8 that I found.
Didn't see shit.
Okay, so here is the link that I left for Jeff of the CBS 8 San Diego story
just like I
about
stopped
the
a
Coalman
fucking home invasion
8.
robbery in Park City before I went to Missouri. Had a dude chasing me around Park City doing 70 and a 40 because he got a $50,000.
We're following a heartbreaking story of Mexico where a surf school owner with ties to San Diego is accused of murdering his 2 toddlers.
Their bodies were found on a ranch south of Rosarito. The suspect, a father from Santa Barbara, is in custody here in the U.S. News 8's Richard Allen joins us from the San Ysidro border crossing tonight with the very latest. Richard?
Well, that's right. It was here at the San Ysidro border crossing Monday morning that 40-year-old Matthew Taylor Coalman was arrested as he tried crossing from Mexico into the United States, just hours after his 2 young children, a 3-year-old boy and 1-year-old girl, were discovered stabbed to death.
Un empleado de este rancho.
The Attorney General for Baja California Tuesday said that a worker at a ranch in El Descanso near Primo Tapio, about a half-hour drive south of Rosarito, made the horrific discovery at around 7:30 Monday morning. The 2 toddlers had been repeatedly stabbed with a wooden stake. The girl had 12 stab wounds, while the boy had 17.
Arribó el día 7 de agosto.
Using surveillance images, authorities in Mexico determined that on Saturday evening at around 8, Coalman had checked in into a City Express hotel in Rosarito with his 2 children. Early Monday morning, shortly before 3 a.m., Coalman can be seen in those surveillance images leaving the hotel with his kids, but then returns about 3.5 hours later by himself. Shortly after that, authorities arrested Coalman at the border on suspicion of murder. Leading up to Coalman's arrest, Santa Barbara police confirmed that Coalman's wife had reported her husband and her 2 young children missing, saying she was concerned for their well-being. Further investigation by police determined the 3 had possibly crossed into Mexico. Investigators in Mexico say that Coalman owns a surf school in Santa Barbara. According to the school's website, Coalman has ties to the San Diego area, earning his bachelor's degree at Point Loma Nazarene University before attending UC Santa Barbara for his master's. According to a statement from the FBI, Coalman remains in federal custody, while a joint investigation continues among federal investigators in Los Angeles and San Diego, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and Mexican authorities. And authorities on both sides of the border are now working to return the bodies of the 2 children here to California. In the meantime, Coalman could face extradition to Mexico to face murder charges, and if ultimately convicted, could spend at least the next 60 years in a Mexican prison.
Okay, so I don't even know if Jeff has actually seen the link to that video yet, but today I see that Tim Osman is going to do a live stream on the QAnon killer, and it's the same picture as that Coalman guy. So now this guy is being labeled as the QAnon killer. And honestly, I don't really trust this Tim Osman guy, you know, the guy behind the curtain, Wizard of Oz. He asked for live links during his live streams, and I've given him links before, and he kind of just ignored me and buried the evidence that I tried to give to him. So he's a gatekeeper, and I don't know what he's talking about this case right now, but I watched another news story and the facts have changed.
New at 11 o'clock, new details about the...
These are the bipolar twins, 3-year-old boy, 1-year-old girl. The mother looks like the mother in The Shining. Notice all the pictures are at the beach where the borders cross.
Unconscionable confession of a Santa Barbara surf school owner who used a spearfishing gun to murder his 2 small children in Mexico.
Hold up. He said spearfishing gun. The first story said he killed them with a wooden stake. Now it's a spearfishing gun. This connects with Britney Spears' Spear of Destiny, Jesus Fish, Knives to the Heart. This happened in Rosarito. That connects to Project Rose with Britney Spears and her father, conservatory. The father is leaving her, just like this father is leaving his children.
My girls, they didn't care for the Overlook at first. One of them actually stole a pack of matches and tried to burn it down. But I corrected them, sir. And when my wife tried to prevent me from doing my duty, I corrected her.
Did a QAnon conspiracy make him do it? Matthew Coalman made his first court appearance in L.A. today, and Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter is live with the stunning new revelations in this case. Leanne.
David, the details in that FBI affidavit are shocking and absolutely heartbreaking. Matthew Coalman telling investigators his kids were going to grow into monsters and he had to kill them.
So young and innocent,
their lives brutally cut short by their own father. Matthew Coalman confessing to shooting his 2-year-old son and 10-month-old daughter in the heart with his spear fishing gun because, quote, he was saving the world from monsters. The 40-year-old making his first appearance in federal court today after being arrested for the heinous murders of his kids in Mexico. Coalman, who along with his wife Abby, owns the popular Love Water Surf School in Santa Barbara. According to the criminal complaint, the 40-year-old telling investigators he was enlightened by QAnon and Illuminati conspiracy theories, and that his wife possessed serpent DNA and had passed it on to his children. Mexican authorities describing the grisly crime scene, a farmer finding the children's bloody bodies on a ranch in Rosarito. Hotel surveillance video showing Coalman leaving with his children before dawn on Monday, then returning later that morning alone and checking out. The 40-year-old's wife calling police after Coalman had left with the kids but didn't tell her where they were going and never returned. According to the affidavit, she didn't suspect he would harm their children. Coalman confessing to the cold-blooded killings after being detained at the border. The 40-year-old, who once posted on social media about his family, calling them his treasures, telling investigators he knew what he did was wrong, but it was the only thing that would save the world.
Coalman is being held without bond. He is due back in court at the end of the month.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel.